Let's finish off the daily journal setup for the Halloween time with some crimson and some more fun florals. Hello everybody, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. So today it's my daily journal setup, which I'm trying to do once a week now here. And if you would like to see what new thing I'm trying today, let's go. So I'm just counting the number of pages I will need, and I'm going with Dutch doors again, but this is something different I'm doing. I did something similar in my creative journal just starting off. And as you can see, I have these stickers from Planitdarbi, and I do have the stickers in different orientations so that I can make Dutch doors seamlessly. And this is the second last page of the full spread, which would be the first Dutch door. And I'm trying to see what other fun components I can bring in. And these are all part of Jess at Plans. That's her muse sheet. And these are really not my kind of style stickers, but I thought I will come and use this. And I'm also combining stickers from Martinez Sticker Company, which I'm repping for currently. So my code Priya10 works for Archer and Olive and Planning, where the washi tapes are coming from. And for Martinez Sticker Company, my code Priya15 works for 15% off and my cute freebie. Plus, the last release had a Halloween themed freebie for every order, which you will see I will use in the spread. So all the shops and codes and details are all linked below. So I'm using the tweezer to pull out that pendant, which I'm trying to find a different orientation for. And yeah, it was cut a bit off. Sometimes machines are weird. So I'm just trying to complete that scene because I had cut around that after I noticed it was miscut a bit. So I don't want an odd looking pendant. So I did go ahead and cut around that remaining part that was left on the sticker paper. So that is all there is. And there I go again using my gyro cut. So I could have cut this part, I could have edited this part, but that's how life rolls sometimes. So I'm just keeping it really real, 100% genuine. And I'm just completing that pendant, which look complete now. And I'm bringing these black roses. And you will see me alternate between both these shops, mostly in here. And Martinez Sticker Company does have these cute filler elements that Aimee and Francisco include with every sticker sheet. And these are printable, so that's the advantage. I can have them oriented any way I like. And these black eucalyptus ones, I printed them on clear so that it can look a bit more seamless against the other paper stickers. Sometimes folks do have problems to mix both, but I never had that issue. And I'm going in with my gyro cut to cut around there. And then I will trim on the outside of these layers at the bottom, and then the writing space will be in the middle part. Again, this was the last couple of days leading up to Halloween. And this year, if you have noticed, Diwali also falls on the same day as Halloween. So, and black is something we never have for any of our festivals because that's not considered a good color. So it denotes sadness and all the negativity you can imagine. So I would rather have something bright and cheerful for Diwali. So this will be the one for the Halloween, but I will also have an additional page which I will prep. You will see the video coming soon for Diwali so that I can use that for the Diwali day, which is also the Halloween one. And I'm just trying to make sure that I cut well into that area I can, because gyro cut does not do a good job of cutting straight lines. So I'm using the scissors to cut a straight line along the edge, and then I continued that with the gyro cut so that it can look as if it is an easier cut, because that is how sometimes we have to make adjustments as we go. And now I'm going for the layers in front, and then I'm trying to figure out where it will look nice, because I do not want any of the adjacent layers or any of the elements of the touch doors to be hidden. So I'm bringing in these spider webs, and I'm putting it on the page beneath that so that it can look pretty against the elements that are already down on the page. And this is kind of the idea behind this, because you will have something to look at in every layer. And I'm also bringing in the vampire blooms, which the colors I think go pretty well. And again, I have printed them in different orientations. So I'm putting the candle and the stand back for now. I'm just making sure I rip off the bottom part so that I can put that down without having to worry about where I'm putting it. So that's put aside. And now I will bring in some of these vampire blooms. And I'm just trying to make sure a lot of it is visible against those elements we have going on. And now it's time to layer it behind the top part, and it will be the nice view when you look at it all together. And that's that side of florals. And also I'm trying to make sure that you have contrasting colors next to each other, because the envelopes and the feather and all those elements are in shades of beige. They're lighter colors. So I'm trying to make sure those brighter colors from the vampire blooms are against them straight away so that they can both pop. So that is kind of the idea behind that layer. And next I would come and see the additional layers I can build. And then I'm going to the layer in the front with the gate. And again, part of the structure had actually ripped off. So I'm joining them and putting them together so that it is one solid gate, because all of these stickers have lots of details on every sticker, and I would hate for that to be lost. Sorry, that floral is being hidden by the other floral which I had in my left hand, and I was just trying to make sure the layers are stacked together properly, and bringing in some more florals to kind of make them contrast again. I should have gone a bit more to the bottom, but I did not want to compromise too much on the writing space, and I'm just making like a floral garland using those smaller florals in the sheet. And I have the exact same sheets, or the stickers rather, oriented the other way on the other side of the sticker paper. So that is a no-brainer for a simple Dutch door. And I will try and bring in a couple more elements before I go and create that Dutch door because I want to have like a pattern or something, not just straight lines to look at when I make the Dutch door component. And are you doing anything special for Halloween? This is as much as I can handle, nothing more than that. And I'm using my Fiskars ceramic trimmer to cut off the straight edge there because it was just getting too thick and the scissors would ruin the rest of the pages and I did not want to risk it. So that was the Fiskars paper trimmer. I'm just going back with my scissors to kind of do that final finishing of the page and onto the top portion now for that Dutch door. And this would also be a component where I come and write it functionally, write in. And there will be another door which would be just for decoration. I don't anticipate being able to write in the flap that is coming up. And this is, it's getting hard getting in there because these pages are not that forgiving when it comes to cutting it off, especially around the middle portion. And I'm just going back to finish off that using a smaller set of scissors, just tidying up. And I like when I can just go in and trim off all the stickers sticking off the page while we are there. So that is kind of where we are with that. And I do have the scraps, the smaller ones that I can use in these smaller areas. Might as well, right? Yeah, so using that scrap. And it will come in handy, especially when you have so many elements going on. This, I have to admit that this definitely got a lot busier than what I had thought it would because I just kept adding and adding. And I did not know it would get so busy, but it is once in a while. And I'm hoping I did not take up a lot of the space that I need for writing because this is my daily journal and this is, I usually go for simpler decorations. And if you've seen my earlier set of pages, it was again Halloween related, but I decided to go for the colorful one with stained glass and golds and all the fun, bright stained glass colors. So I really loved how it turned out, and it is in fact one of my favorites when it comes to the Dutch doors I have created. I will have a picture up here, and the video is already up, so feel free to check that out. And I do have a full playlist for all the creative journaling and even the daily journaling I have setups for. And let me know if you try to experiment with new things like me, because it's a creative outlet and I think we all grow by trying new things. And I'm really loving the dot grid journals and the creativity that opens up when I get into these. I honestly, these journal setups are turning out to be my absolute favorites. And it was kind of on the fence about getting a dated planner from Archer and Olive that just came out, the dated ones for 2025. And they even think about what planners need, right? So they have additionally November and December for you to test out the waters if you are somebody who has not done a Bujo planner. And that's a very smart idea. So you have 14 months in the dated planner. So that's a really smart thing of Orchard Olive to do. And they're still in stock. So if you, as of the day of filming, they're still in stock. And feel free to use my code. It is reusable, as in you can use it over and over again. They have lots of amazing everyday essentials that just dropped. And I was on the fence, but I did not get the planner. I'm not brave enough yet, I think, but I might in the future, because never say never, because I was always a discount planner girl, and I still am. I do have my Happy Planner discount system that I love. Yeah, that was a bit of a struggle with that gyro cut, because I don't think I gave it enough pressure. So just trimming off that upper flap after I trimmed around those elements. And this would be the nice element which is entirely Dutch door, not functional at all, just covering that area which I will write in. And I'm looking for the symmetrical sheet where I will be using that, just picking those elements, pasting them, and we should be done with that flap. So that's the advantage of printables, you see. So if you are not sure as to what to do when you grab printables, I do have tutorials on how you can quickly buy all these printable images off of Etsy or any other shop. Mostly they have all these cut lines already done for you, so you just go ahead and print and cut them. Even if you don't have a cutting machine like a Cricut or a Silhouette, you can still do that, and you can use their software. So it's easy peasy, and I have tutorials on how you can do that, and I guide you step by step, and you do not have to worry about anything. I even have recommendations on sticker paper and all the tools that you need to get started, and all the resources are right there. I will have the tutorial linked, and even this video I'm linking all the products I'm using. So I'm just trying to figure out, I laid exactly symmetrical, so that is why it's a bit of a back and forth journey with them. And I'm trying to make sure that I use up all the stickers I intended to use in here. And I did go and print multiple sheets in multiple orientations, in both the orientations, in fact. And it is a nice way to use the sticker sheet to the max. And this is a very, very unusual color palette for me. And I was debating with myself as to whether to grab it, because usually I love the bright, fun colors. These neutral, dark shades are, that's not me. And I like to keep it really genuine here. And just again, it was, sometimes Cricut just acts weird. It was one of those days, and I did not have the time to go and redo it. Things are busy in my household, so it is just as you can see, I did have to put the bottom piece down, and that's how you make sure that your sticker is lined up perfectly, and you do not have to cut the remaining portion out. Just redo it, and just make sure that you pick a good quality sticker paper for you to be able to do that effortlessly. Because sometimes some of the sticker papers, if you put that down entirely, it is not forgiving, and you end up damaging your paper. And especially for such fun things, that's not what you want, right? Yeah, it did take me a few more moments in addition to what I had thought I would take. So this is the next component of the Dutch door. And then I think decorating the front page is all I will have left. because we obviously can't be staring at a blank page. And these blooms also are like so versatile. Even Martinestica company has blooms with every release, and it just keeps getting better. And it's like so versatile. You can have any sort of combination with them. See how I combined it with a totally different sheet and a totally different look the news sheet had with Jess's crimson sheet, and just trying to line up those individual flowers there at the top so that it can be complete. Do you journal in your planner, or be it just a notebook or anything? Yeah, that was a quick sneak of the earlier pages. And how do you journal as to what time? Is there no specific time? Do you just sit and do it whenever you have time? But please make sure that you do your work consistently, because it works wonders in your well being. That's what I have found. Just 5 minutes or 10 minutes, any time of the day. Usually I have the time in the evenings, but if the evenings are busy, I get to them in the morning of the next day so that I will have all of the memories fresh, because I want to collect all the memories from everyday life, because you're not looking at big events or anything. It's just small moments, small something the kids said, something we did as a family, something we noticed or observed in one of our outings. Maybe I was going to drop my child or my son for his sports training. Anywhere, something he must have said and which sparked some memory or something. It could be those small moments and small discussions. Just write them down, because later on in life, you will find them very precious. And it also helps acknowledge that those small moments matter to you, and those are all part of the well-being journey. And that I think is pretty much the that side done. And then I want to go and complete the last page, which would be the landing page. And I have these gates again, which, if you notice, Jess in one of the videos was mentioning that there was a boat, sailboat. If you look closely on the gate at the bottom, it's written Jess at the bottom. I believe it's just Jess, and then two sailboats. And even on that scroll, there is a message that's written from Darby to Jess. And I'm cutting that miscut sticker again, which completes that spider web. And I don't like to kind of leave the spider webs hanging, so I need to make sure that it is hanging on to something, because I find it really weird. In real life, you don't see a spider web that just floats. It is connected to something. So I really don't like when I see even other spreads where the spider webs are just hanging in midair. I can't. It has to be grounded somewhere. It has to be connected to something. And I'm going to use some of those black eucalyptus, and I did not realize I was slightly out of frame. And I'm just trying to round the pages a bit here, just trying to cut off some of those X's. And yeah, just trying to make sure I did not miss anything. And going with some more of those vampire blooms. Just cutting off the edge. I did not realize that was so out of frame. I'm really sorry. And yeah, a few more elements to come in. Yeah, it's back in frame. And now I went and printed 2 more sheets because we needed some more. And those feather and the scroll, and I had to take a break in the middle. And that's the advantage, right? Just imagine if you had like a physical sticker and you run out of stickers midway, what do? You have to make do with what you have. But with printables, you do not have that problem. See, another enabler here trying to convert you into printables. So it is, the other advantage for me is the zero wait time because I can use it right away. As somebody who lives overseas, it's crazy. The shipping rates are going up, and the craziness of the shipping times is really disheartening sometimes, especially for the seasonal ones. You do end up buying something that you really want to use, and it never gets to you on time. And this is a great alternative. You do not have to wait. You print it, cut it, and use it right away. And this is some more of those spider webs. And as I said, I can't leave it just hanging, so I just abandoned it. And coming in with the Halloween coat. This is the freebie for October orders, and that's the witch flying off in the distance, and that coat which will go there. And that's the beauty. She, even if you, it's the digital sticker, she just sends it to you. And I'm using the starry boxes from Martinez Sticker Company, letting that necklace float off of that, and going in with some glitter boxes. I'm going with the crimson color, as close as it can be to the colors in the florals and the sheet. Just doing some clusters there so I can note down the small moments we have. And it is just these two functional boxes. Again, I'm using that box there and just alternating, no rhyme or reason why, but it is a nice way to kind of highlight some of those smaller things. And let me know how you like today's setup. It's honestly not one of my favorites, but I wanted to do something different with these stickers that I picked up from Darby, and I wanted to combine it with IMA's sticker sheets because they usually are a match made in heaven. And if you have not seen my catch-all spread, please check that out. It's on my IG, and the plan with me is coming soon, if not here already. And it is, again, using the same news sheet, these crimson, these gates, and these candles, and all these. And I'm using the stars, which are fillers in the black eucalyptus sheets, just sprinkling the stars around. So, as I was saying, please come follow me on Instagram. I will have all my details down in the description. And all the shops and codes are all down there as well. Please feel free to use them. It's a great way to support me and my channel at no extra cost to you. And we'll do a quick flip through, and we'll sprinkle some more stars on this page too, just to fill some of those white areas peeking out behind all these Dutch doors. And please subscribe to my channel if you love today's video or similar content. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification if you haven't already. It really helps me out with the growth of the channel. And I'm really looking at a big milestone by the end of the month. So if you wouldn't mind help me achieve that, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Adding some of these washi tapes from Planitdarbi. Planning does have awesome washi tapes and stickers and all sorts of stationery you can have in your journals and planners. And I will have the full flip through. So let me know which of these pages you liked and which of these elements you loved most, and what your special spread is going to be for Halloween if you celebrate it. If not, have a great holiday season coming up. And I'm just trying to see what other elements I can bring in. And one last element I would like to bring in, that's the washi strip. I'm just trimming off the white edging so that I can place it at the edge. That will be the last component. Yes, trust me, that's the last one. And that is just a decorative edge on here and all the way on the side. And that should be it. I'll have the full flip through. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked today's video. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.